Take a deep breath. Let your shoulders drop just a little. Let the tightness in your chest soften. It's okay to feel what you're feeling right now. You don't need to be anything else for this moment. There's nothing to fix right now. There's nothing to prove. You are safe in this space. This time is just for you, to listen, to feel, to remember who you truly are beneath all the layers you've had to wear. So often, we walk through life trying to hold it all together, trying to be strong, trying to appear confident, kind, capable, successful, trying to be what others expect of us. But somewhere deep inside, there is a little voice that says, "This isn't who I really am." And maybe we haven't listened to that voice in a long time. Maybe we were taught to silence it. Maybe we feared it, but it's still there. It always has been. You may feel tired, not just the kind of tired that sleep can fix, but the soul-level tiredness that comes from pretending for too long, pretending to be okay when you're not, pretending to be fine when your heart feels heavy, pretending to be someone who always has the answers, when deep inside, you've been carrying questions and pain for years. I want you to know, you're not alone in this. So many beautiful souls have walked through life wearing masks just to feel accepted, just to feel safe, just to belong. We begin pretending not because we are weak, but because we once believed we had to survive, to be loved, to be seen. Maybe you were told that your real feelings were too much, that your true dreams were unrealistic, that your voice was too loud, or your needs were inconvenient. So, you tucked parts of yourself away. You dimmed your light just a little at a time. You shaped yourself around what others seemed to want. You became the version of yourself that felt acceptable. And that version, though it got you through many things, was never the full truth of who you are. That's why you feel the ache. That's why the exhaustion lingers, no matter how much rest you get. The heart knows when we are living out of alignment with our truth. The body knows too. You may feel it in your stomach, in your shoulders, in your throat. Those tight places in your body, they've been holding the weight of everything you haven't spoken, everything you've had to hold back. But we're not here to judge that version of you. Not at all. That version did the best they could. They got you here to this moment where healing becomes possible. You don't need to push anymore. You don't need to prove your worth. You are already enough. You are already lovable. You are already whole. All that's required now is a little willingness to soften into the truth that who you are deep inside is more than worthy of being seen, heard, and loved. You don't have to be everything to everyone. You don't have to wear 1,000 masks. You get to be real. You get to come home to yourself. When we begin to let go of the person we pretended to be, we often feel uncertain. There may be fear. That's okay. There is safety in familiarity, even when it's painful. But I want you to gently hold your heart and whisper to yourself, I am safe to be me. I am free to be real. That whisper holds power. It's the start of a new way of living, not as a performance, not as a role, but as your most loving, open, truthful self. Let's breathe into this space together. Let's breathe into the truth that pretending is no longer necessary. You are not here to please everyone. You are not here to be who they need you to be. You are here to be who you are, and that is more than enough. When we think about how we got here, how we ended up carrying roles and masks, it's important to hold ourselves with deep compassion. No child is born pretending. We all begin as open-hearted beings, but along the way, we pick up messages from the people around us, from the world, from our earliest experiences. These messages whisper, you're not okay as you are. Change. Be quieter, be nicer, be tougher, be perfect. And so we start adjusting. We start shaping ourselves into something we think will bring love, safety, acceptance. We create a version of ourselves that seems to work. We learn to smile when we feel like crying. We learn to stay silent when we want to scream. We learn to achieve, to perform, to fit in. And sometimes we get very good at it. But being good at pretending doesn't mean we are well. It doesn't mean we are happy. And the longer we live out of alignment with our truth, the more we lose touch with the quiet beauty of who we really are. It's like building a house with walls that were never meant to be there. The foundation is still strong. The light still shines inside, but the walls dim it. They divide us from ourselves. And over time, we may forget what's behind them. But the truth is, your essence has never left. It has only waited for the moment when it's safe enough to return. We start to wake up when we feel something inside us pulling for more. More truth, more ease, more peace. And that pull is sacred. It's your soul inviting you to come back home. Let yourself answer that invitation. Not all at once, not in a rush, but gently, lovingly. Allow yourself to get curious. Who was I before I learned to perform? What did I love before I was told who I should be? What makes me feel alive now? These questions are not about fixing anything. They are about remembering that you are not the mask. You are not the role. You are the life behind it. You are the love beneath it. You are the light that never went out. It may feel strange at first to stop pretending, but even in the discomfort, there is freedom. There is a breath of fresh air. There is the chance to feel, to rest, to be held by the truth of your own presence. And in that space, healing begins. Let go of the guilt for the years spent trying to be someone you're not. Let go of the shame. You are protecting yourself. You are learning. You are surviving. And now you are growing. You are softening. You are healing. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are right on time. You are blossoming in your own way, in your own rhythm. And there is nothing more beautiful than a soul choosing to be real, choosing to love itself as it is, choosing to return to the truth. So if you feel a little raw, a little uncertain, let that be okay. Wrap yourself in kindness. Speak gently to your heart. Affirm, I let go of the person I pretended to be. I am safe to be real. I am ready to be me. You don't need to rush this. You don't need to have it all figured out. This is not a race. It's a return to softness, a return to peace, a return to the beautiful, loving, radiant truth of who you are. And that is more than enough. That is everything. When we live in a way that doesn't match how we truly feel inside, there is always a cost. It might not show up all at once. It might take years, gently building beneath the surface. But one day, it starts to whisper in ways we can no longer ignore. A heaviness in the chest that won't go away. A tightness in the throat. That deep, aching sense that we're missing something important, even when everything looks fine on the outside. This is the cost of pretending. Pretending takes energy, tremendous energy. It's like holding your breath for days at a time, just trying to be what the world wants to see. Over time, that weight shows up in the body, in the form of tension, fatigue, and sometimes even illness. The body speaks what the voice cannot say. When we silence ourselves, the body starts to speak for us, maybe through a tight jaw that clenches with unsaid words, or a stomach that churns every time we feel unseen, or a back that aches from carrying too many invisible burdens. We may feel anxious, though we can't explain why. We may struggle with sleep, with mood, with a sense of numbness that covers the day like a gray cloud. These are not signs that we're weak. These are signals from the body, loving messages saying, something doesn't feel right. Please listen. The emotions we ignore don't disappear. They settle into the places we've left unguarded. And little by little, our light begins to dim, not because it is gone, but because it's hidden beneath layers of survival. And that light is still there, quietly waiting for the day we feel safe enough to bring it back into the world. There's another cost too, the emotional one. When we pretend to be someone we're not, we lose touch with what truly matters to us. Our passions begin to fade. Our joy feels distant. We may begin to feel like we're living someone else's life, walking through routines that no longer nourish us. The spark that once made us feel alive becomes harder to find. But it doesn't have to stay this way. That spark can be rekindled. That light can shine again. When we begin to let go of the person we pretended to be, healing can happen, not just in the mind, but in the body, in the heart, in the soul, because everything is connected. Your thoughts affect your emotions affect your body, and your body, in turn, affects your entire experience of life. So we begin by listening, gently, without judgment. We place a hand on our heart and say, how do I really feel today? We ask the body, what have I not allowed myself to express? This is not a time for blame or guilt. This is a time for kindness, for tenderness, for care. Even now, in this moment, you can start to shift the energy. Close your eyes for just a few seconds and say softly to yourself, I choose peace. I choose truth. I choose to be kind to myself. These are not just words, they are doorways. Each time you speak to yourself with love, you open a new path forward. Letting go of the false self is not a dramatic act. It's not about tearing everything down. It's about softening, releasing, breathing into the places that have been holding on for too long. You don't need to make everything right in one moment. You only need to begin. And beginning starts with awareness, gentle, honest awareness. When we start to notice where we've been pretending without blame, we create space for something new. We open the heart to the truth. And in that space, we can start to remember who we were before the world told us who to be. There is great power in simply noticing. When you observe your thoughts and emotions with compassion, you give them permission to move, to shift, to release. You are not your pain. You are not your past. You are the presence that watches. And from that space of loving presence, you can choose a new way. There is no shame in pretending. There is only the opportunity now to come home to yourself, to say, that version of me helped me survive, but now I am ready to truly live. You can offer a soft farewell to the masks you wore. Thank them for what they protected you from. And gently, you can begin to set them down. Let yourself feel. Let yourself cry if you need to. Let the emotions rise and fall like waves. You are safe here. You are held. You are loved just as you are. And you are free to return to the truth. When we start seeing the pattern, this pretending, this self-abandonment, it's so easy to turn that awareness into blame. But that's not what this journey is about. We are not here to shame the younger version of ourselves who thought they had to hide to be loved. We are here to hold that version with tenderness, with compassion, with love. You did not pretend because you were broken. You did it because you were human. And now that you see it, you are not broken either. You are awakening. You are becoming. You are healing. This is the power of awareness, without shame, without blame. Just soft, loving noticing. gently naming the parts of you that were never given a voice, holding the forgotten dreams and unspoken truths like a delicate flower that simply needed sunlight. You are that flower, and the light is returning. There is beauty in this stage of healing. You begin to see clearly. You begin to recognize the patterns, not to judge them, but to love them into change. You begin to notice when your words no longer match your heart, when your smile feels forced, when your yes wants to be a no. These are the sacred signs that your truth is calling to be heard. This is where your power begins, not in fixing, not in performing, but in witnessing. When you witness yourself with love, you begin to come alive again. You begin to breathe differently. You speak more gently. You choose differently. You walk through the world with a deeper sense of peace. Try this small practice today. Sit quietly and close your eyes. Place both hands over your heart and whisper, I see myself. I honor myself. I no longer need to pretend. Let that be enough. Let that be the medicine. You don't need anyone's permission to be you. You don't need approval. You don't need to earn worthiness. It is already yours. It has always been yours. Even if you forgot for a while, even if you wandered far away, you are allowed to come home. You are allowed to come home to your truth. There is nothing more powerful than a person who remembers their truth, not the truth others gave them, but the truth that was born in them. That truth is not loud. It is not forceful. It is steady. It is soft. It is unshakable. And it is waiting for you to say yes. Yes to being real. Yes to being free. Yes to being whole. Let this be the season of your soft return, the return to your heart, the return to your breath, the return to the beauty of who you really are. This is not about becoming someone new. This is about unlearning. It's about gently peeling away everything that was never truly you. The masks, the expectations, the false stories. And beneath it all, you'll find the one who has always been there, waiting for the door to open, waiting for you to say, I'm ready. You are not too late. You are not too far gone. You are exactly where you need to be. And this moment is full of possibility. It's full of grace. It's full of love. So breathe, dear soul. You are safe now. You can begin. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to be real. You are here to live, to grow, to explore, and to return to the deep truth of your being again and again. Choosing your real self does not mean having it all figured out. It means being willing to listen to your own heart. It means giving yourself permission to feel, to speak, to rest, to change, to live with kindness and presence. For so long, there may have been pressure to perform, to play the part, to meet expectations, to be who others needed you to be. But now, there is space for something different. There is space for you. Not the version you created to be loved, but the version that already is love. You don't need to chase approval anymore. You don't need to shape yourself into something smaller or softer just to be accepted. The real you is not too much. The real you is not lacking. The real you is whole. And the more you show up in your truth, the more life begins to flow in harmony. You'll begin to see how the world responds to your authenticity, not always with ease, but always with clarity. When you choose the real you, your energy changes. You become lighter. You begin to breathe deeper. You feel more grounded. You speak with more ease. There's no longer that silent tension in your body because you're not holding yourself back anymore. You're not hiding behind layers of who you thought you had to be. You begin to enjoy the small things more fully. You begin to walk through your day without the weight of pretending. You wake up not to play a role, but to simply live in the softness and power of your truth. This is not about perfection. It's about presence. And presence is where the real joy lives. Even your mistakes begin to feel different. They're no longer sources of shame. They become teachers, gentle guides that point you back to what matters. And when you're living as your real self, there's more room for grace. You no longer hold yourself to impossible standards. You allow yourself to be human, to learn, to grow, to rest. You might even notice how your relationships begin to shift. Some will deepen, some may fall away, but every change will bring you closer to the people, places, and experiences that honor your truth. And those are the connections that nourish your soul. It's safe now to let go of the illusion of being who you're not. It's safe to step into your truth. It's safe to be seen in your softness, in your power, in your light. There is a quiet strength that comes with authenticity. It doesn't need to shout. It doesn't seek attention. It simply exists, whole, rooted, and radiant. That strength is yours, and it grows every time you choose yourself, every time you speak your truth, every time you show up without the mask. The world may still wear masks. That's okay. You are not here to judge. You are here to be free, and your freedom gives others permission to seek their own. As you walk in your truth, you become a light, not because you're trying to shine, but because you are no longer dimming your soul. You become magnetic, whole, peaceful. You begin to live not from fear, but from trust. There may still be moments of discomfort. That's natural. But discomfort does not mean you're doing something wrong. It means you're expanding. It means you're shedding the old skin. It means you're growing into the truth of who you are. This is where we meet our true self, not in the noise, but in the quiet moments of honesty. And once you meet your true self, you'll never be satisfied with anything less. There's something so powerful about a quiet release. When we stop trying to control everything, when we stop clinging to what no longer serves, we create space for miracles. Not the big, flashy kind, but the gentle, soul-changing kind. The kind that comes in the form of peace after years of chaos. The kind that feels like a deep breath after holding one for far too long. This is what it means to live authentically, to let yourself be guided from within rather than pushed from outside, to trust the voice that whispers, "This feels right, this feels true." When you step into your truth, it may feel like a new beginning, and in many ways it is, but it's also a return to what you always were, a return to the love that never left, a return to the self that was simply waiting to be welcomed back. And sometimes in this process, there is a goodbye, a loving, gentle goodbye to the old version of you, the version that tried so hard to be enough, the version that wore so many masks just to feel safe. We don't abandon that version. We thank it. We honor it. We acknowledge the strength it took to survive. And then we let it rest. We let it go. You might want to write a letter, not to anyone else, just to yourself. A letter that says thank you to the one who pretended, and a letter that welcomes home the one who's finally ready to be seen. There is no rush. There is no timeline. This isn't about achievement. It's about coming back to yourself in a way that feels natural, kind, and true. Try this practice. Sit in a quiet space. Hold your hands gently together. Close your eyes. Say softly, "I welcome back the truth of who I am. I no longer need to hide. I am safe to be me." Let this be your ritual, your act of return. You can do it each morning. You can do it each night. You can whisper it any time the world feels too heavy. Let it bring you back to center. let it bring you back to peace. As you walk through your day, notice how you feel when you're being true to yourself. Notice the ease, the warmth, the softness. And when the old patterns rise, as they sometimes will, meet them with love. You don't need to fight. You only need to breathe, to remember, to choose again. This journey isn't about changing who you are. It's about removing the layers that kept you from seeing your beauty. It's about letting yourself be seen, not by the world, but by you. Because when you see yourself with love, everything begins to shift. You speak differently. You carry yourself with grace. You begin to trust your own wisdom. You begin to walk with your heart open and your spirit light. You don't have to wait for permission. You don't have to wait for someone to tell you it's okay. You can choose now, right now. You can say, I am enough as I am. I am worthy as I am. I am lovable as I am. And as you do, the world will begin to mirror that love back to you. Not because you tried harder, but because you finally allowed yourself to be seen, to be known, to be loved. So today, let this be your message. You are free to let go. You are free to be true. You are free to be whole. And if you need a gentle affirmation to guide you, speak this softly. Every day, I return to the truth of who I am. I no longer pretend. I am enough. I am free. I am love. Let those words carry you. Let them be the ground beneath your feet, the light in your heart, the truth in your breath. You are home now, and it's safe to stay.